everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Lauren, I'm a mum of 5 and I am currently pregnant with our 6th baby, which to me just sounds crazy when I think I'm gonna have 6 children, but I am gonna have 6 children. So I'm gonna do a pregnancy update. I have lots of notes and I'm just gonna chat about how it all is. Firstly, I would like to say thank you to you all, because I think pregnancy is a big thing. It's quite a hard thing and people don't really give pregnant ladies a lot of support, but I think I get so much support from all of you and I think you're all really, really lovely, really kind, and I really just appreciate you all being there all the time throughout this journey, because you're just all my friends and it's so nice to be able to share this with you and that everybody enjoys it and that you all look out for me, my children, my family, and you're all as excited as we are. It's really lovely. So let's just start with the first thing I've written down. So morning sickness, appetite, everything like that. So I don't get any sickness. With 6 pregnancies now, I've never had morning sickness, which I am so grateful about, because I really I think I'm scared of being sick. It terrifies me. I'm a lot better since last August. I had sepsis, which I've also can link below. I had a little vlog when I was in hospital, and I was in hospital for 4 days, and I was sick a lot. Well, before I knew what it was, I was like really unwell for days at home, like probably about a week or longer, where I kept going to the doctor and just saying like I was randomly sick. Like I'll be sick, then I'd be sick an hour later, then I'd be sick 12 hours later, and then another hour later, then 24 hours, and it just made no sense. Nothing added up. I could barely do anything. Kurt had to work and he just kept saying to me like, please, please, please go and see the doctor. But I went to see the doctor a couple of times and they just didn't really say anything. They prescribed me anti-sickness tablets until my mum actually, and Curtis, because Curtis was obviously like dealing with me being so unwell and trying to get on with his work and trying to look after the children. And Curtis said, can you please go and see the doctor? And my mum said, like, you could have sepsis, could be really serious. And obviously I didn't think it actually was. And she said to get a blood test, and I pushed a blood test. And yeah, I had sepsis, and yeah, that was just like a really horrible time where I was just throwing up all the time. My point to that is that it's just made me not so scared. I have only been sick in labour with Horatio, my second. It was very fast, and yeah, I remember just being sick a few times. I think it's like the transition, but since then I have not been sick for the next 3. Yeah, I just don't really feel pregnant, apart from obviously knowing I've got a tummy. I find it quite hard to dress a bump. I am a jumper and legging girl. I think in the summer I'll dress up a little bit more, but in the winter this is just how I dress. My dad got me this jumper for my birthday and I love it. I think I've been eating a lot more. Before I was pregnant I was 8 stone 8, I'm now 9 stone 8. I do have big babies, so I do know that. I remember with Lilac I was about 9 stone before I was pregnant, and then afterwards I was 10 stone 6, but literally like the day after I gave birth it just dropped off. But my babies have all been around 9 pounds. Rue was my biggest at 9 pound 4, and the smallest has been 8 pound 15, so they've been big babies, and that is quite a lot of the weight. I have been craving chocolate more, love chocolate, and I've always liked chocolate, but I would never normally like go in the shop and buy chocolate or choose it. I've never had like a bit of an addiction to it, but I feel like I've got an addiction to chocolate. I love spaghetti bolognese, which is just not something I normally like. I think when I'm pregnant, my cravings are always a bit strange. Like I love marmalade and Marmite, and yeah, I love anything spicy and chilly. I always do, but it just sort of heightens it a bit. My smell is really heightened and I'm really enjoying food way more than before. Like I think before I was pregnant I could easily like not eat a lot, but now I just want to eat all the time. Maybe that is related to a heightened sense of smell, because my smell is like massively heightened, and I'll say to Kurt sometimes like, what is that smell? Or I can smell things that he can't smell. Sorry, I'm cooking a chicken. I'm doing chicken wraps for dinner. I've got a whole chicken. I'm going to cook it now, peel it all now, and just get it ready so we can just make some wraps later on. I love fruit, salads. Just yeah, I'm a bit of a foodie at the moment. I'm loving it. So next on my list, it's not in order, baby names. I have 2 baby names I really love for a boy and a girl. We don't know what this baby is. If you don't know, then we aren't finding out what this baby is. My family don't believe me that I don't know. Well, my mum does. My dad and my brother don't believe me, but I don't know what the baby is. And it's so exciting to not know what the baby is. Every time before I found out, because I had 3 boys in a row, so I really wanted a little girl. And then I had my 2 girls, and I found out with them all because I was just desperate to know. I'm not desperate to know this time. I have 3 boys, I have 2 girls, and I am really happy with whatever this baby is, and I really cannot wait to find out who they are. Like, not knowing the gender is really magical. It's like a whole new experience. Like, if you found out before and then you don't find out this time, like next time, it's just like, the pregnancy feels so different to all my other times. It's amazing. Like, I just think in a few months I'm going to give birth and I'm going to find out if I have another son or if I have another daughter, and I'm going to have a name ready for them. I think I've got a name, but I do change my mind a lot. I am going to do a baby name video. I'm going to do all my favourite baby boy names at the moment, all my favourite baby girl names at the moment. I have previously done them. And I think I'll leave the chosen, like at the moment I have chosen a boy and girl name, but as I said I may change it. I think I'll leave my chosen one in there. So I think movements for this pregnancy I felt a lot later, but now they're quite strong, but not as strong on the outside, more on the inside. But you can see the baby moving from the outside if you like looked at my tummy. But with my other children, like your first, I don't think you feel as early because you don't know what you're feeling. After that, I felt them very early, like some as early as 11 weeks, just that bubbly feeling. But this baby I didn't feel until about 15, 16 weeks, which I hated because I love to feel my baby move. I love it. You just feel like so connected to them, so close to them. And yeah, I feel the baby so much at night time. Like, I wake up in the night, especially last night, and it's just constant, and it just makes me feel like close and happy. And you just got someone with you all the time, haven't you? When you've given birth, I feel like obviously you've got your baby with you like 24/7 attached to you, but it just makes me feel a bit lonely that like they're not with me. It's like personal, isn't it? And it's really special, like your baby is with you and nobody else, but after that you have to share them. So I have been overdue with, I have 5 at the moment. I have been overdue with 4 of my 5 at the moment, and quite overdue to the point where I get induced by the doctors. It's a long, boring process. I've not had bad experiences, it's just boring. And for my 5th, I'd heard about something called midwife's brew, which I will link below because I did it last time. Yeah, so I went 14 days overdue, 12 days overdue, induced with them all. 12 days, he didn't come till 15 days. The induction took 3 days. And then she was 10 days. Okay, I wasn't induced with her. I had 2 sweeps, and I think they definitely helped the process along. But with my 5th, I thought, I am not going through this again. I read lots and lots and lots of forums online about women doing the midwife's brew. It's like where you mix apricot juice, almond butter, castor oil, lemon tea. I will link my video below. It worked. Yeah, and it was a day before I was full term. I was 39 plus 6, and I made the drink up. I took the drink before we went to my child's school fair. I think it was about 2 o'clock before we left. Didn't tell anyone I was doing it but Curtis, because my dad lives a few hours away, but I thought like it's not gonna work for me, and I took it. And then we went to this kids thing, so I took it at 2 o'clock. We went to the children's fair, and then afterwards we went and got a coffee and we went for a walk. It was a lovely hot summer's day. She was born on the 9th of July, this was the 8th of July. And I just started getting like these pains, and it was so exciting because I've never gone into labour so naturally before without having any intervention from midwives, doctors, things like that. And it just got more and more. I'm the sort of person where I don't like making a big deal of nothing. I just didn't tell anyone, didn't even tell Curtis it was hurting. And my plug started coming out, until a few hours later I said to Curtis, like, I am getting pains. I tracked it all on my phone and it was just getting more and more intense. So I called my dad and said, I am in pain, but I don't want to get you down and I'm fine. But my dad is amazing. He rushed straight down. It's a 3-hour drive. My sister actually came down first to be with the children while we popped down to hospital. I was about 5 centimetres, I think. After I get to that point, I progressed so quickly, because I remember with Flossie, my 4th child, I went down to the hospital in a lot of pain, and the midwife checked me over and she said, like, you're fine, go for a walk, come back. I came back, I was like, why is it hurting so much? I was like crying. I don't like really show my pain, but I was so upset because she checked me again after me walking and she was like, you just need to go home, like, you're fine, you're not in labour. And I think she said I was 1 centimetre or 1.5 centimetres. And I said to her, it just doesn't make sense. Like, I was crying, I was like, I just am in so much pain. And she said, I don't know. She said, but come back in a few days when your induction is. We got home and I was just sitting on the sofa crying. Curtis was making himself some food. We'd been at the hospital for quite a while. And my dad was here and he was like, Lorien, please go back to the doctors. And I was like, no, because they said I'm fine and like I don't like making a fuss out of nothing. And I was just sitting there like just crying, just quietly crying to myself because the pain was so much. And I was told that I was not in labour, so I thought, what is going on with my body? But my dad was like, Lorien, like, go back. My mum was calling me like, book a hotel near the hospital because it's about half an hour away. She was like, me and your stepdad will pay for it. Just get back down there because once you progress so quickly. But I went back down, I went straight back into hospital and I was like, I am in so much pain. And they were like, oh, go sit in the waiting room and just wait, we'll check you over in a little while. And I was just crying, sitting on this chair, like crying and crying and crying, thinking this hurts so much. And then she probably had to wait outside. It was probably like 15 minutes later when she checked me and I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on. I've been down here, but I'm in so much pain. And I'm being told I'm 1.5 centimetres. And she checked me and I was 8 centimetres. And I'd had no pain relief. I was just crying my eyes out like, this is horrible. But it was so relieving to be told I was 8 centimetres. As horrible and painful as labour is, I really enjoy it. Like, don't be scared if you're pregnant and it's your first baby and you don't know what you're expecting. It is terrifying, it is so painful, but it's one of the most magical things. And at the end of it all, like, I think what makes me feel better is I think I'm going to meet my baby soon, and there is nothing in this world that is nicer, better, more exciting than the moment you meet your baby. As you can see, I love it. I have a lot of children, and that moment for me, I wish you could bottle it up because, oh, the moment the pain's over, you can see what they look like, you know who they are. I'm so grateful I'm going to experience that again. I actually cannot believe it because I thought our last would be our last. So I have not seen the midwife since 15 weeks. I'm 25 weeks now. She called me at 20 weeks and I think she's calling me again soon, maybe next week. Because I think I'm low risk. They did think I might be high risk because it's my 6th pregnancy and apparently it's more dangerous the more you have. But I'm so low risk because my pregnancies are easy, smooth sailing, my births are easy, smooth sailing. So I've not seen her, which makes my life easier because to go down to the midwife with my 2 youngest, if Curtis is not around, it's a nightmare because they just run around, they cry, they scream. Like, children are hard work. And mine, as much as they look it, they are not easy and they are hard work sometimes. And but it's nice to go to the midwife, isn't it? Because they hear the heartbeat, you feel reassured that your baby is alive. And I haven't had my bump measured. With my last 2, I kept having measurements and it was measuring small. And I had to have some extra ultrasounds because they were measuring small. But they weren't small because you were £8.15. Yeah. And my last one was I'm gonna say £8.11. Yeah, so I don't know why I measure small sometimes, because my babies are big uns. So I think I'll also do a video of a baby haul showing you what I've bought. I have not bought very much, but maybe I'll do like a birth plan, what I've bought, things like that, because I have bought a few bits, but not very much. I think I finally realised with my 6th baby that you don't need to go and buy loads of things. As long as you've got your way of feeding, some bottles, some powder, just in case breastfeeding doesn't work out for you, or if you don't want to do it. A few outfits. You don't need to go over the top. If you need anything, you can go and get it. So I would say I haven't, like normally I'll just be buying things for the baby, but I have not really bought anything. I bought a playmat and some clothes. We went to France at the weekend and Kurt's put an incense stick on, and Flossie sniffed it and she's cut her nose. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, so I get heartburn really badly. I think I get it quite early as well. I do find the less I eat, the less I get it. So this week I don't think I've eaten as much. My appetite's been a bit less than normal. I've not really had heartburn as much, and I've not been taking my tablets because I have had to request some more from the doctor. I've run out, and I have had to email them to request it. I don't normally have to, and they've just not got back to me yet. I am waiting for more of my prescription. I don't normally take medicines and things like that. I don't like it. I don't get flu jabs. I don't do anything like that. But I need this because heartburn is just so uncomfortable and nothing else works. So I do take omeprazole. So if you do get really bad heartburn, ask the doctor for omeprazole. The second you take the tablet, it just goes and you never get a slightest bit again. You have to keep up with your tablets. I've asked for mine a bit late, so yeah, I have no tablets, but I haven't had heartburn. I think, as I said, I've been eating a bit less. I think that's it. I notice if I have chocolate and fizzy drinks and I eat late and spicy things, that will flare it up. But yeah, the tablets are just amazing. I think obviously I said I'm not one to take vitamins and have flu jabs and things, and I think I've been really healthy recently. I haven't had a cold, I haven't been sick or unwell, and everyone in my house, especially Curtis, had a cold that's just been going on for weeks, coughing constantly, sneezing and all that stuff. I haven't actually had it, so considering I'm pregnant, I have not had any jabs or taken tablets. I am doing very well. And then the final thing I will say is usually when I'm pregnant my hair falls out. So around the front here I get, I don't know if you can see, these short bits of hair. That's where it's growing back from my last child, and I never give my hair a chance to actually grow back again before I get pregnant again. But it falls out all around the sides, and actually throughout my hair it's just thinner. And it falls out after I have my baby, and then it takes about 1.5 years to return to normal. So I'm finding it's just returning back to normal again. It always happens. And I'm pregnant, so soon it's all going to fall out again. I'm going to have to grow it back. But this, we think, is like 99%. This is our last baby. We are very done. Never say never, but it's our last baby. Our last one was our last baby. This is our last baby. But yes, so hopefully my hair will start finally growing back in. But that is everything for my pregnancy update. I really hope you enjoyed it and you found it interesting. And if you're pregnant too, then I hope your pregnancy is going really, really well and you're happy and healthy and you're feeling good. And if you're trying, then I wish you so much luck. And I really hope that happens for you. So thank you so much for watching my video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I will see you on my next video.